What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Helium. Helium, the coin and the blockchain and the network that aims to disrupt telecoms, period. And they're making great strides to do so. So I'm going to get into all of that in a second. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. First 26 coins I've spoken about on the channel that I thought would smash it in this bull cycle. I had you invested $100 into each one. You'd be in profit for $68,700. Add in your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on $71,300. Main reason for that, Phantom leads the way, currently up 471 times in value from when I did the Udemy course. I've held all of these at one point or another in closed positions. I'm damn near all in profit, not green, and then reinvested all that into new cryptos. You want to see the cryptos I'm in? Check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my life portfolio, one that I've built to maximize gains during this bull cycle, one that keeps outperforming the market, and one that provides the opportunity to build your returns during the bull cycle. Make no mistake about it, the bull cycle is phenomenal for making money, but the real money is made from investments in the bear cycle. Case in point, I found Phantom during the bear cycle, currently up 471 times in value, and you better believe I'll be finding those gems when the bear cycle finally kicks in. So the bull cycle, great opportunity to build wealth. Bear cycle, great opportunity to retire young. So if you want to retire young, check it out. Right, Helium. So Helium is well known as one of Ian Bellina's favorite cryptos. If you're unfamiliar with Ian Bellina, he runs Token Metrics. Helium is currently priced at $21.46. All-time high was around $26, so it's not that far from its all-time high. It can be basically traded everywhere. If you want to learn about Helium, CoinMarketCap has a whole thing about Project Helium and the goals behind it. So it's unfortunately, it's not an earned campaign anymore. That campaign concluded, so you won't necessarily make anything from it. But there's an opportunity to learn a bit if you're unfamiliar with Helium. So Helium has been featured everywhere, because it's such a new innovation. I mean, it's been around for a couple of years, but the ability to disrupt current telecom systems is enormous. So they're calling it the People's Network, and the whole goal is to go to a centralized wireless infrastructure. San Jose actually is the first city to launch on the People's Network. And that happened fairly recently. Now, smart cities, I have said for ages, are an inevitability within the future of our lifetimes, all of ours. Anyone that's watching this, you will see smart cities in your lifetime. So San Jose announced that they're launching a new initiative on the People's Network, on Helium, to bridge the digital divide and bring in the Internet of Things infrastructure to its citizens. So it's the first city to actually expand its ecosystem and use Helium's blockchain-based incentive model, which will increase internet access for thousands of people. Now, that's sort of the thing that they're looking to address. Access to the internet is not readily available to everyone. Internet is not created equal. Neither is anyone's financial circumstances. Helium is such low cost that it provides a real opportunity for people on low incomes to actually have secure access to the internet. Now, currently, right now, in terms of their goals, what they've got is, or how the system works, they've got HNT, which is your Helium token, and data credits. So the whole goal is create a new wireless economy, get rid of traditional telecom models, which suck. So HNT is your Helium token. So it's cryptocurrency earned when hotspots provide and validate wireless coverage and transfer device data over the network. Data credits are used by devices to send data on the network and pay for the fees on the blockchain. Data credits are created by burning helium. They're non-exchangeable and they're just tied to you as a user. So data credits aren't necessarily something you invest in. HNT is the investment. So there was never any pre-mine of HNT, and there is a max supply of 223 HNT. Now, one thing that they have done as well is last year the community approved the HIP 20. So that's the helium improvement proposal. The whole concept I'm very happy with in terms of how they have now secured helium. So they've introduced the max supply for HNT. So the max supply will be that 223 million. They've also introduced the concept of halvenings. So every 2 years, the amount that is issued is halved. So again, that introduces scarcity. One thing that appeals to a lot of people with regards to Bitcoin as a store of value is because every 4 years you've got the halving and the token is issued less and less and less. Makes it more of a store of value. So by doing this, Helium have ensured scarcity, or certainly increased the level of scarcity. That in and of itself will add value to Helium over the long term. This is a project that will be around for decades and decades. I don't think this will go anywhere. They've also got the burn and mint economics to work with regards to the HNT. So as you know now, you can burn and mint. Well, you can burn HNT to mint data credits, and that's obviously for you as a user of the network. But it's a great opportunity for people for, again, introducing more levels of scarcity to the Helium token, but provide everyone with the opportunity to get more data credits so that they can continue to use the network. So in terms of Helium, they continue to update their website with information, one of which is the amount of coverage that they've got. They've got the largest public network in the US, and now it's available in Europe. This is something I can see particularly in the more deprived areas in England as being really effective. The range is optimized for devices running on Helium Long-Fi, so devices can communicate 200 times further than Wi-Fi. Think how much better that is already. Affordable pricing as well. It's a fraction of the cost of a normal of a normal cell-based Wi-Fi. So it's got low power, high security, and robust coverage in urban locations. So it's perfect. In terms of 5G as well, obviously, 5G. I'm not a huge fan of 5G, but it's an inevitability. Again, so will 6G down the line and 7G. But it's got Helium now has partnered with Freedom Fi. So it announced its second wireless network, 5G. So you can check out. Oh, I didn't mean to click the white list. I want to read the blog. So you can earn. Yeah. Anyway, HNT is one of those things you can earn through a plethora of ways. It isn't just buy the token, hold the token. You can stake the token. If you're providing wireless coverage, if you're effectively a node. I know they don't refer to it as a node, but they refer to it as providing coverage or being a hotspot. But you can earn Helium through that as well. So Helium's been around since 2013. So today it's got over 28,000 hotspots in over 3,800 cities, and I think you're now looking at about 35,000 hotspots. There's also over 200,000 on back order from a flourishing ecosystem of hotspot manufacturers. The accelerated growth has obviously been enormous. They voted to pass HIP 27 in just April. So Helium Network will become the first consumer-owned 5G network in the world. So it'll be owned by the people. Helium 5G will be the second major wireless network that the Helium Network supports. If you have a phone that supports 5G, iPhone or Samsung, you'll be able to connect through hotspots that are powered by the people. You may be getting 5G from your neighbor, for example. So Helium's 5G hotspot the gateways are already up or being prepared and up and running. Depending on radio power and location and amount of data passing through the hotspot, you will be able to earn your HNT. They expect to have a self-contained 5G compatible hotspot from Freedom Fi ready and available later this year. And obviously with the incentive models in place, huge positives for anyone that can get that up and running. So if you check Freedom Fi's waitlist currently, what we can see is if you click on it, you can actually add to the waitlist, and Freedom Fi's gateways will soon be compatible completely with the Helium blockchain. So you can host, making it possible for hosts to earn HNT cryptocurrencies by offloading carrier cellular networks using 5G and Wi-Fi hotspots. They're already talking about the fact that the processing batch orders are actually getting done within by January of this coming year. 4,000 gateways shipped to reservation holders will be done. 1,500 CBRS small cells will be shipped. 1,000 CBRS small cells will be shipped. Outdoor ones will be shipped, sorry. Proof of coverage tests will be starting, and Wi-Fi offload access points will be announced. So there's huge steps coming from both Freedom Fi and Helium. Fundamentally, there's a lot to like about Helium, and it is one of those that's clearly going to be disruptive. And I know disruptive gets thrown around a lot, particularly within crypto, but that's why a lot of us got into the tech in the first place, is we could see the need for change within industries and not just necessarily Wi-Fi. You know, we've seen the need for supply chains to have better tracking, hence VeChain being so successful. We've seen the need for traditional banks to be better, hence why DeFi has run so well. And that's, you know, they're just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many reasons to be bullish on crypto, but Helium offers some a really interesting opportunity. And down the line, if Helium ends up being one of a global provider that disrupts, they already are a global provider, but if they can become and tackle your major Wi-Fi providers, you're looking at something that's going to have hundreds of billions of dollars of a market cap. And the potential is there. It really is. This bull cycle, it could still 10x from where it is. That'll put it on only a market cap of 20 billion. When you think about the fact that it's already providing coverage for cities, a whole city, when it's already providing coverage globally, there's a lot of potential. A $20 billion market cap is not unreasonable for what they've done. Which would be $210. But down the line, you know, because it will retrace like everything retraces in crypto when a bear market hits. But in the next bull cycle, if Helium are starting to be the people's network of more cities, which they inevitably will be, it won't just be San Jose within 4 years, then Helium could be a 100 billion market cap. So look, when the circulating supply, when you can see what the circulating supply is in a couple of years, and you can see what the price is, you know, divide it and divide it and see what 100 billion would be worth, because this is a long-term investment. Helium, it's an absolute beast. And if you bear in mind as well, you know, like I said, it's been around for ages, for absolutely ages, since 2013. But even in June of last year, it was around 32 cents. You know, so it's not far from having done 100x at this point. And there's so much long-term potential here. I'm very bullish on Helium. Partnerships are good. You know, they're working to actually improve the lives of people around the world. It's necessary. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. It'll be fascinating to see which other cities begin to build upon Helium. Because the target is to make the internet more equitable, and they can do that. So I don't necessarily envision someone like a place like Dubai building on Helium, but certainly areas with higher percentages of low income will have a real reason to build on Helium. And like I said, there's a few cities and areas within England that would really benefit from something like this. But yeah, long term, this bull cycle could still do a 10x. 10x is a big ask, but it could still do that. But in the next bull cycle, yeah, this could be enormous. This could be 50 times this value in the next bull cycle. But it depends on, like I said, how many cities build on it, how many more hotspots that they have, how much more adoption there is. Adoption's key. More people that use something, more likely it's going to gain in value. It's that simple. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping well. And if you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my portfolio, the one that I've built to maximize gains during the bull cycle, the one that keeps outperforming the market week in and week out. And fundamentally, like I've said, guys, the bull cycle is a great opportunity to build your wealth. The bear cycle is the opportunity to retire young. And if you've got more money to invest in the bear cycle, retirement is years, not long away, only years. If you'd put 2.5K into Phantom when I released the Udemy course last year, you'd now be sitting on over $1 million. And I know some of my students did that. So build your wealth now so you've got more to invest, because the bear cycle will make millionaires, no doubt. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.